Chinese and Asian people have been in Cuba, in the Caribbean, and in Latin America and the Americas for centuries. My work in particular looks at the Cuban migrations that happened with the growth of the sugar industry. And we can trace that back to the 3rd of June, 1847, when the first ship that brought Chinese indentures arrived at the port of Regla on the outskirts of Havana to Cuba. And approximately, I think, 203 Chinese arrived in that first delegation. And so from 1847 onwards, up until 1874, about 140,000 Chinese men through indentured workers came to Cuba. And I should mention that the Chinese that came in the first wave in 1847 to 1874, they were fairly homogeneous. They came from the Pearl River Delta, which is Guangdong province in southern China. They were fairly uniform in that most of them were Hakka Chinese, which share a common language. It is still part of the ethnic group of Han Chinese, which is the dominant Chinese ethnic group in mainland China. However, the Hakka, sharing similar culture and language and practices, found that they were relatively cohesive in Cuba. They also are the same Chinese that went to Jamaica, to Peru, and to many other areas in the Caribbean and Latin America.